Alright, so Physical Kid Buu's Super EZA is officially in game. I do understand that some people are having issues with actually logging into the game and getting the Extreme Z battle done, or the Super Extreme Z battle done. But I was luckily able to log in before all that network issues began to happen, so we are good here, and I have him again fully EZA'd. I might change how the hidden potential system looks for this guy. I haven't really decided 100%. I gave him some EX skill orbs, 600 defense. We have a level 3 additional, and then level 4 additional 900 HP. So I give this guy some extra HP. I think you kind of want to go full defense equips with this guy. I'm not really a fan of the idea of dodge on him, actually, which is kind of funny. Because how this Kid Buu works is, well, he's majorly a support character. For each attack this Kid Buu receives, twice, right? So every 2 attacks he receives, he gets 20% reduction and then 20% chance to crit. Both of those go up to 40% chances. So essentially we want this guy to receive a couple of attacks during battle in order for him to get his full abilities and his passive skill, right? I think that's going to be very important. We'll go ahead and grab this with you. Right, we're going to keep the Boppity and Deborah here just for now. We're going to grab this with Kid Buu as well. In this event against Golden Frieza, it's not going to be that big of a deal to get the full build up. So this guy does have 20% baseline reduction and crit. Then he gets 150% attack defense start of turn. When HP is 70% or more, he gives Superclass allies Key 3 and 60% attack defense. But Extreme Class allies get Key 4 and 70% attack defense. So this guy is providing 70% support on this rotation, which is really huge, right? He does also get 250% attack defense on super attack right here. So if we consider that 250% on super attack, he's at 850k defense here. Now again, we have Boppity and Deborah who are also providing 40% support. And we do have a good amount of this guy's links here. He gets a lot of links from his defense links, right? Okay, let me bring this sound down right here. This guy does get a lot of defense links, let's say Majin. And then I believe on top of that, he also is getting the wall standing tall link. No, it's not wall standing tall. Infinite regeneration, right? So that is, again, a decent attack stat, right, for a support character. I definitely will say I'm not really interested in what his damage is going to be. I just want to see his overall general stats on, like, a couple of different rotations. We're going to have him with Buuhan. I think next rotation as well, I'm going to go ahead and get the Buuhan transformation out, so that'll be cool. We'll keep just the Exchange Buu here, right? I guess... Well, with Exchange Buu, he does share 5 links, right? So maybe I could push this Exchange Buu off, and then we can get some extra links here. And then we'll just keep LR Super Buu in this rotation. We'll just let this guy just sit here. LR Super Buu, again, is a decent little character here that, you know, you could run as, like, the last character on the team. Hopefully he's guarding here. He doesn't get supered. Yeah, okay, the guarding here is fine. You can actually stun this phase, funny enough. So if we do end up stunning this phase, then... we don't really have to worry about receiving any attacks at all. And, okay, he's taking a super here, but we should live this pretty easily. Yeah, 196k is not too bad. Luckily, in Buu heals at the end of turn, so that's going to be good as well. Now, I did talk about the support above 70% HP or more. If you fall below 70% HP, so when HP is 69% or less, the support basically just goes down to 2 key and 30% stats for super class. Then it goes down to 2 key and 50% stats for extreme class. Essentially, you do lose a total of 30% stats and 1 key for super class, and then a total of only 20% stats and then 2 key for extreme class, which is definitely, it matters for sure. So we'll go ahead and let Kid Buu just sit in the front slot right here. Yeah, he gets all these links here except for the Brutal Beatdown link, I believe is what that is. And Brutal Beatdown definitely will give a little bit of damage, but I think if I put Buuhan on someone, he probably would kill. So we're just gonna do things like this, right? So we're at 223k defense. Let's transform Buu into Buu Gohan. And then right now we're gonna get the Big Bad Bosses link. Now this would be ideal. We could do this. I could also do this, actually, to be honest. And then we'll just have like big bad bosses just seeing different situations, but I kind of don't want to. I would like to see a situation without support. So I mean, we're not gonna get brutal beatdown here, but it's not the biggest deal ever. Kid Buu is gonna get a nice amount of links. And I think this is like this could be a very common situation we see where we have big bad bosses, Majin, fierce battle, and then Mole standing tall, right? So again, we could technically be getting an extra 10% defense with this link, I believe. Yeah, infinite regeneration, which we do not get with this Buuhan. We do have this link, which is 10% attack and defense. This is the more than meets the eye link, which is not really a link we're gonna get here on this Majin Buu Saga kind of team for the most part. So we'll continue like this. And then we'll grab Babidi Nabora with this. So what kind of attacks are we hitting here, though? It should hit a little harder, I believe. Yeah, a 17.9 million attack set for support character right here. We get the additional super attack as well, which doesn't really do anything. It just gives us extra damage right there. But there is a 17.9 million attack stat. I might hop into an event again, just so we can get some extra time with Kid Buu. Maybe I'll hop into like a little bit of a difficult fight. But I think we're getting a pretty good showing about what this Kid Buu is able to do. Now, we haven't really seen Kid Buu really take a lot of hits. I think is the only thing, right? Obviously, he does want to receive 4 attacks in battle to get his full build-up, which, being fair, it's not going to be that big of a deal to receive 4 attacks, especially in the hardest content. But, like, you really want to get that out of the way as soon as possible. So that's why I'm scared about giving this guy like a full dodge build, because I mean, I've had situations where Blue Evolution Vegeta doesn't get his revive sometimes when you're in the battles, right? And obviously this Buu team is a much slower team, but it still could be very scary to have stuff like that, you know, at risk. And I think I've seen this Kid Buu eat super attacks pretty well as well. So that's why I'm not really too worried necessarily about that. But yeah, I mean, this guy seems like he's doing quite a bit. It seems like he'll be pretty decent defensively. He seems like he's going to have pretty good support as well. The HP threshold doesn't seem like it's going to be too difficult to reach as well, because of the fact that we just have so many healers on this team that it's not a big deal. Like, both of these Booers are going to heal at the end of turn right there. And then here we are. We can get this guy. And then we can keep Kid Buu in the middle here. We're going to get everything here except for the more than meets the eye link. Who's missing right here? Is this the STR Kid Buu's not loading in? Sure, yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're going to get everything here except for more than meets the eye. So we'll just go ahead and let Buuhan grab that. Buuhan should not kill here. But we're going to get... I mean, Buuhan's getting a lot of extra support here. But he hasn't really stacked up, so we're not really going to see him at his best. Like, Buuhan with the 70% support, like, if you stacked him up for a few turns, like in the Gogeta Blue fight or something, this guy could potentially hit like really high offensive numbers with 70% support. Like, I've seen this guy usually at higher numbers even without this Kid Buu support right here. So, I mean, again, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Buuhan stacks attack on his 12-piece super. Am I wrong? Let me take a second look here. I don't believe I'm wrong that he stacks attack specifically. Let me double check though, just to be sure. Let's see. He does indeed stack attack. So yeah. All right. So again, 17.3 mil. Not really too bad. Right there. Bam. And okay. Let's see. The second attack. Yeah, he should receive the reduction and everything like that. So there we go. Yeah. So when he could get a build-up of up to 60% crit chance too, which is pretty decent, right? I mean, for the damage we're seeing where he's doing like 17 mil, if he crits on that, that actually won't be too bad of damage, right? That'll actually be a pretty decent damage number overall. Maybe I don't actually necessarily have to kill here, funny enough. I could avoid finishing the fight here. But if anything, we'll hop in one more time with Kid Buu. I think maybe I would like to see him, like, what would he do against a super attack against Golden Frieza? I don't know, right? I can't really say that for sure what he would do against a Golden Frieza super. I think it's possible that he could take double digits, but you can't really say, like, for definite whether or not he would be able to. If it's pre-super attack, obviously he would not be able to live. Now, this Golden Frieza super attack does do about 1.9 mil damage, right? And he is extreme class, so he's not going to be doing as much damage like Kid Buu as, say, a super class unit. Because obviously extreme class enemies we'll end up doing more damage to super class bosses, right? As long as Babidi and Deborah like would dodge a super though, we're cooking here, right? They have 70% chance to dodge in this rotation though, so we should be cooking. There we go. Nice, Babidi and Deborah. What is the cooldown? So that's 2 extra attacks after. Okay, we're under the HP threshold though, which is also really good to see. Like Kid Buu, when you're under the HP threshold, he's gonna have less stats, of course. Because I don't know if Buu, if he's gonna super attack in the middle or not. Let me take one look here. What is Golden Frieza's countdown? Not to go on the JP side, actually. The JP side of the Dokkan info site. But what is the cooldown? Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, they didn't give this event to global. I guess they're going to really count as anniversary countdown, huh? His countdown is 10. So, if anything, it might super attack at the end. But he might just, like, cause me to... Like, okay, this might be a situation where I don't even get to see him attack. I guess, maybe. I could get this link right here, huh? This is the infinite regeneration link. So we're at 243k defense still. He's not supporting the max amount of support here, but not bad, not bad. Okay. So we'll let Kid Buu just sit in the middle here, do his thing. It's fine. Let's get, like, again, this rotation where we don't have the full support. Because, again, I believe we ended the turn under the HP threshold because we took a lot of damage there. But I guess I can't say for sure. Ooh, Buu actually is going to end up killing here because of the support ability. Sure. I mean, I guess. Okay. I'm going to hop in here one more time. I'm going to reset the event and then we'll come back. Well, Kid Buu is actually going to kill, I think. Which is funny. Kid Buu is actually going to finish off the job here. So I have 15 mil this time without the full passive. Which is not that big of a difference. Okay. Let me hop back in here, and I'm going to try and get a situation where we could see him get supered. Alright, so this is not really what I'm trying to see, but I'm going to show we're going to get Kid Buu built up here in this specific rotation. He should be able to take all 4 of the attacks, and you can see again, as he takes more attacks, the damage reduction is slowly building up more and more. Right here, he doesn't have big bad bosses, so he's not going to be hitting as hard, but there we go. We got the full build up here. I'm gonna skip the next rotation as well, and then we'll come back here once Kid Buu. Hopefully we'll take a super. Okay, so there's a super instantly in slot 1, which wouldn't really show Kid Buu and his tanking abilities really well at all. But we'll do this. We'll get big bad bosses here. Again, I just want to show it, I guess. It's not really going to be, like, if he dies here, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure he dies here, but whatever. I guess, you know, in a show, this guy's not slot 1 viable. Sure, I don't really care. Maybe it's so annoying. Because if he does live this, that's actually kind of impressive. Let's see. You take 40k. He actually lived. Pre-super attack, he lived that. Wow, okay. 2 mil damage super attack basically, and he lived in slot 1. That worked out well. There we go. Well, and then now Buuhan is going to get a lot of... Well, actually, I transformed him this turn, so he doesn't get the 50% full stats just yet. I will definitely take that considering pre-super attack, 2 mil damage, and he takes it for... I mean, he didn't, like, take it good. 500k damage is still a lot, but you're not really going to be running this guy's slot 1. We're going to run this guy's slot 1. This guy is your slot 1 character. Like, if you're going to run this as a rotation, or Kid Buu is going to be a floater on the team. I think a good majority of the time you'll have Kid Buu as a floater, and that's going to be fine as well. Now, I don't know if this Babidi and Deborah could die here. I guess if they don't dodge all the time, but they should be okay. They are also providing extra support, so that also matters, but I will take it, right? Consider my Kid Buu doesn't have, like, full defense equips. I could give him some extra defense equips there, and that'll be good as well. But I think that this Kid Buu as a support character, again, doing pretty decent damage, pretty decent, or even I would say arguably good defensive levels, right? Then he's providing 70 support to this Extreme Class Majin Buu Saga team. That's a lot that he's providing to this team, man. I wonder if I could use the Scouter again. Can I get, maybe I can get one more turn of seeing where the super attack is. I don't know if I kill this turn specifically or not, but I guess we could. I don't know. We could technically potentially see one more turn. I just don't think we're going to. I think we finished the job up after this, right? Pretty much he's just done. This guy obviously is not going to take any damage himself, right? Nothing at all. Yeah, 30k at most, right? It's not really too bad. I think that we might not finish the job here. I use the scouter again. I use the scouter item obviously so I could see where the super attack is, just because I wanted to place Kid Buu where the super attack was. Might not actually kill. So again, I'll just skip all this. No one really cares about seeing this rotation at all. And then we'll come back to physical Kid Buu, whether or not he is going to take a super again. So I guess there's no super attack here, so we'll just get one last rotation of him here. Yeah, because the scouter's up for both of these turns. See, it's funny you could see the scouter's up, so he's literally not super attacking. Sure, we could see his effect on Buuhan though. Like, Buuhan should get a pretty good damage boost, even though we lost extra support because we're getting the 50% extra attack there. So he's taking 11k pre-super, but post-super attack, he's obviously be taking double digits. 16 more attacks I hear. He's providing the full 70% support. Alright, Buuhan, what you got here, buddy? What is the influence? We're doing a 60 mil attack stat. Okay. To be fair, he's gotten... I think he only got one super attack for a defensive stack, so... We'll see more and more later on about what Kid Buu is able to do and, you know, how he impacts the team specifically. But I think he's impacting the team in quite a good way. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video.